What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Anime J back with another episode for you. And today do we have a treat? We have Luffy versus Usopp, mano y mano, pirate versus pirate. And honestly, this fight just kind of came out of nowhere. They were attempting to get the ship repaired, and they had a bunch of money in their possession. Usopp, of course, being the one that the enemies always picked on him to rob him for the money. This, of course, caused an issue where now they can't get the ship repaired. Luffy has decided to move on from the ship, and Usopp was just not having it, to the point to where he actually challenged Luffy to a duel. And of course, it seems a little crazy. Usopp challenging Luffy, who we know is extremely strong. Usopp obviously does not have any special powers, any special abilities. He's very smart, very cunning, but that only goes so far in a fight. But this is more of an issue of pride. You know, Usopp has kind of been getting picked on. He feels like he's kind of the weakling in the tribe. He felt disrespected by not being included in the decision to move on from the ship, and he wants to fight for some type of respect. Completely understandable. I could tell this was going to be a serious fight just due to the detail in the animation. From the previous episodes to this one, there's just a clear difference in the level of artwork. They always do that when there's a big fight coming up, and so the fight ensues. Right off the bat, you can see that Usopp plans to use Dows in this fight, which might make things interesting. He hits Luffy with some funky eggs, and then as soon as Luffy tries to breathe, hits him with the Tabasco star, which I'm sure could have been a pleasant experience. The one thing about Usopp is he's very smart and very cunning, as I did mention before, so having some time to prepare, very similar to Batman, he might be able to have a bigger advantage than we might expect in a lopsided battle. He was able to catch Luffy off guard with many of the attacks that he put together. Some of them very impressive, like the shooting star attack that he uses here, but many of them we knew that it wasn't going to do too much damage to Luffy, but then he did decide to turn it up. Usopp shows us his tenacity and just how serious he is, using a breath down to release gas, and then using the flame star to unleash a devastating explosion, which does do some damage to Luffy and lets him know that Usopp was not playing. Now in the midst of the fight, we are hit with countless throwbacks to priceless, enjoyable moments with Usopp, just pulling and jerking on the emotions of every watcher, and just making sure that they understand that this is a very significant arc and moment in the anime that the creator wants us to feel deeply. Even with the large explosion, Usopp knows it's not enough to take out Luffy. Luffy is one tough customer, and he continues to launch a barrage of attacks and just putting on the pressure in a way that we've never seen Usopp do to any other enemies in the anime. Just makes me wonder, if he could always do this, why not pull out all the stops against some of the foes, you know, instead of waiting to fight your hardest against one of your good friends here. Like I said, Usopp was pulling out techniques that we've never seen him use. He hits Luffy with an impact Dow, almost destroying himself in the process, as obviously he's not in the best shape to fight at this moment. But of course, Luffy after a while has enough. Even with all the memories, even with all the techniques and devices that Usopp has put together to make this a fight, there's no overcoming the power of the Gum Gum fruit. Luffy goes ahead and puts an end to it with the Gum Gum bullet, and then has to deal with the feelings of sorrow and overwhelming, complications that he now has to deal with, beating up his old member and now having to figure out how to move forward. Even though we all knew who the stronger fighter was, I don't think any of us predicted that Usopp will put up the fight he did and make the impact he did on the Straw Hats with the stance that he took against Luffy all of a sudden. And just one of those things that makes the anime that much more touching, brings you in closer as a watcher to the relationships that they built, and makes you wonder, what's next? I mean, it seems like this was a fight where they're truly gonna go their separate ways, and I'm wondering how this is gonna play for the rest of the storyline. I continue my climb up the Mount Everest of anime, which is One Piece. I've reached episode 237, and look forward to seeing many more impactful episodes like this one along the way. Until then, I'll see you all in the next episode of Anime J.